Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Tia. I am Gen X Tia because I'm old. I do a lot of side hustles. I have a full-time job that I have done for over 20 years, but I like to do side things and hopefully just will completely do side things after a while. So I decided to video some of my things that I do and share them with other people. So I'm going to start today with eBay. I have been selling on eBay since 1998. The screen name or the username I have on eBay is Dealin', which actually might sound a little bad if you think about it, but it was because my father always owned a used car dealership and his license plate said Dealin'. He died in 1998, which happens to be, as I said, the year I started. So I just put that as my eBay name. So here I am, 20 something years later, and I don't sell all the time, but I've really picked up on it in the last year where I'm trying to be more serious, source more products to sell. I'm big on YouTube watching various people, which I'll link to in my description. But for today, I'm just going to show one thing that I'm sending because it is a pain in the butt. I haven't figured out how to send it yet. So I had found this in a thrift store that benefited animal rescue, actually. And I found this at the back of a shelf with crafts, and it seems to be, it's a mannequin, like a little sculpture, and it looks vintage because it is. So right away I had looked it up on eBay, and I had seen one had sold for $60. I was like, wow. And this is unopened, and that same company that had, or the same person maybe who had it up, also had another one up for $48. Well, I bought this, I believe $2.99 or $1.99. And it's been up here for now probably a month on eBay. Well, it sold today for $55, which is what I put it at, but I also put it as free shipping. And I wrote in my description that I will send a priority with insurance. And mainly that is because I wanted to be able to track it and have insurance on it since it is vintage and rare. So I can't just go out and buy another one. So that's what I did. And this is where my problem came in today. So I had a choice. I would have loved to ship it in this flat rate priority mail thing. The total for this would have been $7.40. If I had bubble wrap, which I don't. I actually ordered some earlier this week. Home Depot said it was delivered in, not Home Depot, no. Office Depot had said it was delivered, and it was not. So, but all the same, I'd also want to put a box around it. Now see, with this flat rate envelope, if it fits, it ships. That is the post office's little motto to this. So I thought if I can make a box to kind of keep it secure, that'd be good. So I tried to Frankenstein a box. It did not work out well. Actually, I do have it fitting, but just barely. So when you do put something in here, even though it's a bulk, it has to be able to close nicely, and it just barely closes. So this didn't work. I really tried. So I'm going to have to ship it through a regular box. I lost the box. Oh, there's the box. Okay. So whenever I send an item, I don't just send it, no matter, for the most part, no matter what it is. So what I'll normally do is put a poly bag around it, because even if it's a used item, it kind of looks new when you do that. In this case, this is my poly bag. However, it doesn't fit. This might be a little bit of an OCD with me. See how it doesn't close on the top? I mean, the person getting it probably doesn't care at all, but I do. All right, so I'm going to have to go to a bigger bag, which is going to be way too big. That's okay. So I'll put it in the poly bag. And I also always include a card. I made them myself. Well, they're business cards, but I got tired of writing notes all the time. So I said, thank you for your order. I have my QR code to my eBay store. I also have other websites that I do on the back of it. That's it. So I always include that with the bag. Now, obviously it's too big. But see how much nicer it looks like that? So I'm still going to close this up. Okay, not perfect. I probably taped this down a little bit, but for this video, I am not going to do that. So since it did not, or I don't feel comfortable putting it in that flat rate envelope, I'm going to have to pay more. So I'm going to have to use my own box, which in this case is my Amazon box. I have so many Amazon boxes. I always make it clear in my listings that I try to use recycled packaging. So that includes the insides if I have to. So these are some used, what are they called? The little bubble things. I'll put that in. All right. Close it up. Tape would be good here. All right. And I'm going to tape it up. Now you'll notice on this, I have a label on here. You should take that off. However, I'm not going to, and I'll show you why. I mean, it has my address on it. And it doesn't matter that the person who's going to get this mannequin sculpture thing is going to see my address because it's on the eBay label anyway. So it's not like it's a shocker. Okay, so I'm taping it down. Now before this, I've actually already measured it and weighed it on my scale. I put the dimensions into eBay already. So instead of $7.40, it's now going to cost me $8.52. And that bums me out because I would have really just liked to pay the $7.40. I usually charge for shipping, but when I know something's going to go for a higher price, I'll offer free shipping. Most of the time, not all the time. But it did not work in that envelope, or I just don't want it to be smashed. It would fit in there, but I'd rather the person get it in the right way. So it's $8.52. I'm going to pay with my pending payouts, because I'm on eBay managed payments now. I thought I was going to hate that. I liked when I was just using PayPal and I would get paid instantly, but they made me change. And it's actually pretty good. I like it. Okay, so I'm going to hit purchase shipping label. I know you can't see this because it's behind you. I have two screens behind this. I don't have like fancy setup. I mean, you can see my background. It's just to hide all the boxes back there. Over on this side, we have a white cloth, which I will take pictures on sometimes. My mannequin sitting on top of it. You see the ring light. I'm all over the place, the stuff I use to do my eBay. I even have photo tents in things. All right, so here's my label. I'm going to print it. I hope. Hear the noise. Okay, all right. So it's printing. So I don't ever, I think you can print out invoices or packing slips. I've never done that. I just haven't. So here's my label printed. I'm going to fold it. Now these I love. This is for, well, it could be a packing slip, but for me, it's for the label. I don't have a label printer like those Dimex ones, or I'm not sure what they're called. I'm just using my inkjet. So I insert the shipping label in there. And this is why I don't bother taking that part off, because this is going to peel off. And I'm going to stick this. Oh, I ripped it. Right over it. See? I don't want to show the name, but see? So that label underneath it's hidden, and then this one's on top of it. So I would have preferred to pay the $1.10 less, but I'd rather this get in one piece. I usually put mine as no returns, but really, if anybody ever asked me, I would work with them. I always do. It doesn't happen very often. I did have one situation about a month ago, actually, where I had gotten Beyblades, those little toys that they wind up and they spin around. And I had gotten them in a bag at a thrift store, and I just sold them as a lot. The order came through. I had them shipped I had them shipped and put into the mailbox or at the post office within 15 minutes. So the buyer was very happy because it was a very fast ship. Then a few days later, well, I didn't hear from him until a few days later when he thanked me for the fast shipping. But he had said that his children, who he bought them for, said the Beyblades were fake. His kids told him that. So he was asking if I would consider a refund. Now, I pointed out that I don't do refunds, but if you wanted to just send them back to me, that would be fine. And I would refund his money. I also gave him the option to keep the Beyblades, and I just refund what he paid for it and not the shipping. Well, I didn't hear from him again, and it's been a while, so I assume everything's okay. But anyway, the point is I'll work with anyone. I'm not mean like that. But I do put no returns on almost everything. So anyway, that's my adventure with this mannequin. I'm kind of glad it's gone. I'm glad it sold. So now I'm curious if the $48 one sold, so I'm going to look that up next. But so anyway, next time, I'll come back with more videos. I do eBay. I sell t-shirts, make t-shirts like, oh, look, Generation X. It just happens that I was wearing this right now, not because of this video. I do a lot of stuff. So anyway, I will come back with that, and I hope that you will subscribe and watch my next video. Bye.